What's going on, you guys? And welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn. In this episode, I'm going to work on a little bit of this solar roof here. Um, Maybe stockpile some insufficient materials, send out some hot air balloons to gather up more materials. How's my stone looking? Yeah, I'm okay on stone so far. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do in this episode. So, first things first. Let me take a look at my expeditions and see what I have available. Which it looks like I'm already sending. Ah, yes, it's nighttime, so just gotta wait for them or not. Simon's going. Where's Ken? Ken should also be. I think Ken's out. Yeah, Ken's already out on mission. Never mind. Never mind. So in the last couple episodes, I took care of repairing majority of what you see there. The what is it? The solar panels and the windmills. Just have three more that need to be repaired, and then I'm thinking about crafting a couple more. Now, another thing that I've been wanting to do is I'm wanting to construct these over here, and that's going to keep my things from getting hit by bolts of lightning and damaging them. And then I think I'm going to craft the rest of the solar panels, and then I'm going to craft a quarter of the windmills for starters, just for starters, which brings our metal requirement up even further. Just need scrap, buddy. Okay, so we have more metal that we need. Let me look around. I think some things came down within the last episode, if I'm not mistaken, or at the end of the last one I went and pre-selected them. So there's this bit that's been grabbed up already. Ha 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 ha. Go ahead and line that up. I really hope I don't have to re-record this. I have a really bad habit of not checking my audio equipment, aka my plug-in headset to my controller. My audio equipment, if you can call it that. A simple headset, that's not equipment. I could unplug this and start using it on my phone, go use it on this, go use it on that. It's not really equipment if it's used for everything. This into the bath? No, I'm joking. I would never let my kid wear this in the bath. Though not gonna lie, she does love this headset that I'm using. It has a bass boost on it that literally rattles my eyeballs. That's how powerful this thing is. There's probably, potentially, I'm not gonna say probably, potentially there's a better headset out there. But this one I absolutely love. It's the Skull Candy Crusher Evos. These things will rattle your head. They're amazing. Excellent, excellent quality when it comes to audio. I hear everything, and I've got tinnitus. So if I can hear that well while having problems with hearing, yeah, you guys might want to look into it. Now, I'm not being sponsored by them. It'd be nice. I'm not sponsored by them by no means, so I'm not trying to sell you a product to try and get you a little bit of, their cash flow. No, I'm not getting nothing. But if you do enjoy a nice bass to your headset, look into it. Let me know what you think of them, because I love them. I wish I was being sponsored by them. Yeah, I would definitely try to sell it a lot harder. Yeah, that's the headset that I'm using. Really enjoyable. Um, it's a little tight around the ears, and there could be some. It's okay padding. It was pretty stiff when I originally got them, but I wear these things at least 6 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I should I mean, they're not too bad. I can't remember what they felt like when I originally bought them. I think they were kind of stiff, and then they wore in pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Mainly what's going on over here? I thought I disabled. Oh, it's still running on fuel. I'll be damned. Huh. Impressive. Those little sticks have lasted an entire episode. Good for them. No. I can't remember when I disabled them, but I disabled them last episode. Some point, probably like halfway through, 3/4 of the way, somewhere around there. But still, for them to last that long, that's some sticks you can trust. Yeah, probably harvested from part of Noah's Ark. Like those sticks literally lasted. I want to say like 10 to 12 days in game. It was quite some time, and they're still burning. Well, they were still burning. This one still has 13 hours left on it. How are these still? How are you still burning? Ow! Everything else is gone, and you're still. And they've probably been secretly replenishing it, like a bug mechanic or something. It's the only thing I can think of. What are you going to do? Why are you putting stuff in there? They're not cooking. Crazy woman. Alright, so you can see the part of the roof that we're working on now. By the end of the video, I want to try and get at least this full portion up to here. So let's go ahead and mark that area. Something like that. And then construction. So yeah, when I get to about there would be ideal. However, gonna need a little bit of metal. So now that my survivors are back, let's take a look at what we have available once more. There is a crash site I'm gonna send Ken to. I'm gonna send for an exploration for both Simon. Oh, never mind. I mean, I guess I could use some weapons. Could potentially, yeah, I could potentially use some weapons. As where's my weapon box? Oh, I moved them over here. One of these. There we go. I could use some. I could use some weapons, 100%. Now, speaking of weapons, I can dismantle these for some resources. Which, let me go ahead and take a look at my powered. Honestly, no. I don't even need to do that. I'm just gonna break them down and keep the cores. Alright, so the first thing, whenever you're dismantling something, is you want to look at the HP on it. The less HP it has, and obviously you want to get that one gone first. So take a look at the HP value, remove all the partially broken ones, that way you can have, like even this one, it's slightly damaged, so I'm not even gonna consider it. It's gone. And it has like the very smallest amount of HP missing off of it. And then once you dismantle all of the ones that have low HP, if you have a ton of them, honestly, let's see here. I don't use these too much, so let me go ahead and dismantle. I'll keep at least 2 of each. The pikes, I don't even use those either, so let me dismantle. I'll keep 2. Helmets. Dismantle all of the low durability items. Even if it's just low by a little bit, if you can tell that it's low, go ahead and just get it out of there. It's better to have no resources, and then give your people something to build instead of having no resources and then your person goes out with something that's literally falling apart, and while they're out in the middle of the cold, it breaks, and then they have to walk all the way back to base from way over there. It's not a good time. So, my recommendation, break all those low durability, even if it's halfway, get it out of there. You saw I broke a couple things that were just barely, damaged. But that opens me up to craft more if I need them, and they'll be at full durability. And I forgot to turn off my power. God, I always forget to do this. Turn it off. Turn it off. I forgot I'm generating, or I'm pulling more power than I have available, which means these are really going to need to get built. Some good coffee right there. It's just some basic donut shop, nothing too fancy, and I'm not drinking Starbucks. Although I wouldn't mind some of the hospital coffee. Now, call me weird if you want, but the coffee at the hospital, mwah, oh, it's so good. Like I could go down to the cafeteria, fill me up a cup, add a little bit of creamer. Oh, it's so good. Wakes me up. It has good flavor. Doesn't give me any of that acidic nonsense. Acidic with an H. Wow, acidic nonsense. It kind of gives me horrible indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux. It's not fun. It's not fun. But it's perfect. It's strong, flavorful. Though honestly, the hospital food was pretty bussin'. Not gonna lie, it was delicious. The stuff that they had for a quick order, like the pizzas and all the hot dogs and such. The fried foods, they were pretty good. Though the stuff that they made, like dinner, breakfast, lunch, the stuff that they actually made was delicious. It's very nutritious because you're working at a hospital. These guys are also making the food for the patients. Though the patients don't get to eat the cafeteria food, unfortunately, they have to suffer and eat the short order food orders stuff. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for them, honestly. But the food was really good. I wouldn't say it's like 5-star. It's good for what it is. You go in, you get a $2 slice of pizza. It's a good slice of pizza. $10 for a full large. It's what? No, it's $12 for a full large. So it's a little more expensive than Little Caesars, but it tastes twice as good as Little Caesar. So it's worth that price point. Enough about the cafeteria food. I don't know what put me off on that tangent. I love food. I've got a belly to prove it. Honestly, I'm trying to lose some of this weight. It was bad over the holiday season. Put on too much. Too much. I went from 190 to 215. Yeah, I need to hit the gym again. It sucks though, because every single time that I decide to go hit the gym, something happens to me or my family. Every single time. So I'm like deathly afraid to go and start working out again. Every single time within like a week or two. I build a routine. First time hernia. Boom. I was out for, a couple months. And then got back into it. Boom. My hand breaks. And then hand repairs 6 months down the road. I decided to go and work out again because my hand is feeling recovered. It's feeling good. It feels like I can hold some weight on it. And my daughter ends up in the hospital with cancer. Like, I cannot catch a friggin' break here. Nobody's transpiring against me. It's just, my luck is atrocious. I have some really bad luck. I have amazing luck when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to a lot of things, I have atrocious luck. Oh, it drives me crazy. It drives me so crazy. I know you guys are probably gonna laugh. Be like, oh, what the hell are you talking about that for? But, you know, for instance, here's how bad my luck is, okay? The game Pokemon, the new one, with the shiny charm, you're supposed to be able to find one in a shiny, like one every 1,000 Pokemon or so. My cousin finds about 5 or 6 a day. I find once a week. One. One a week. One. And I play just as often as him. He finds 5 a day, I find one a week. If I'm lucky. You know, I haven't found one in 2 weeks. I only found one yesterday. I played all day today. You want to know what I didn't find? If you guessed a shiny, you gotta get the hell out of my head, Charles. If you guessed a shiny, well, you're wrong. My luck ain't that good. If you guessed that my cousin found a couple shinies whilst at work, then you'd be accurate. Yeah, while he was on break, 30-minute break, he found 2 shinies. Me, I spent hours, nada. And he's doing the hyperspace, and I'm doing the hyperspace. And we both, I guess, like all of shinies from my game, decide to migrate over to his. It's like, hey, we like it over here better, bro. You treat us better. You actually Ivy train on us. That son of a bitch just gives us candy and throws us at everybody and prays for the best. So yeah, the shinies don't come to me. They dislike me for some reason. Hopefully you couldn't hear me chugging that coffee. It was just starting to get lukewarm, so, horrible. Absolutely horrible. There's nothing worse than the taste of lukewarm coffee. If you're drinking coffee, it either has to be hot or cold. They can't be in between. This lukewarm coffee, it's just, might as well be drinking spit, honestly. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. 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 You know what that means. If you've got that ability right there, good sir, then I don't see why you can't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I did say that I needed some more flak, so I'm going to leave that flak open. I'm going to find the next one as well. I'm going to open up all the flak, actually. Open them all up for construction, give myself a nice little deficit to work through. And contemplate my life here. Because I'm really going dumb with the weapons. And my power is not gonna be substantial enough. So on top of needing these batteries, let me go ahead and start storing the next batteries themselves. So I have these against the wall like so. Let me just start placing my next row of batteries. Ooh, they're not going to be able to repair that, so let's go ahead and cancel this one. They won't be able to repair that, so let's go ahead and do that. And then to this end, don't worry, I will be pausing a lot of these, so if you are following along at home, building exactly as I do, as I'm doing it, bear with me here, okay? And that one, since it's not blocking, can go there. You know what I'm gonna do? Since you're blocking, I'm gonna move you to there. Unpause, no. Pause. And start pausing the construction for these batteries. We only want to have as many as it needs to stay fully charged. During the day, if I had all of these, they wouldn't fill up all the way. Not even close. But having them pre-planned is always a good idea. And there we go. So as you can see, my power When I don't have the turrets, it drains in a day and some change. If I had the turrets on, they'd be gone in an hour or two. Oh, I got another mech core. Speaking of, where is that? I need to get the rest of my research done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done waiting. I need the rest of my research. So let me go ahead and find Samantha really quickly. I don't care if it makes things take a little bit longer to build, but you need to get to researching Samantha. I'm making an executive decision right now to pull you from the line. You are getting added back to the research. Get back to the Institute. We need you. We need your help. Okay, send Ken here to the Shooting Star. Supercomputer. I'm going to send Edmund there. An ore deposit. Very nice. I'm going to send Rita. I haven't sent Rita on something in a long time. Mainly because the last time I sent Rita, or like a couple times ago. No, sorry. I keep thinking this is a different playthrough. The last I sent a playthrough. I don't know why I keep thinking it was a couple missions ago that I sent her on, or some videos down the road. It wasn't even this playthrough. One of the playthroughs that I did initially, I sent her out. This woman broke her ankle and bled to death while on an expedition. Broke her ankle and bled to death, which is why I don't like sending her sometimes. She's a klutz. But she's phenomenal. Phenomenal early on. Once you get the hot air balloon, send her out on everything. And you will get, let's see, you'll get all of your researchables, or not necessarily the researchables, but the items to then do the research. So for instance, she'll bring back knowledge for crops, animals, all of that stuff. Like if you can observe it, she brings back the info on it. Amazing at it. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I don't know why I haven't done this before, honestly. Where's my switches at? Power switch. So this is circuit 1. Do I have a second circuit somewhere? Oh no, I think I removed it. What are you attached to? Inactive circuit 3. What's attached to circuit 2? No circuits, no circuits. Okay, well, when that thing gets built down here, I'm going to assign it as circuit 2. And I'm going to assign all of my survivors. Oh, sorry, I'm going to assign all of my flak to the second circuit. That way I can effectively have my flak cannons disabled during certain attacking enemies, such as the ground-based, as they won't do anything to them. And it'll also conserve from things such as, this going off and whatnot. Katina, I told you to build that. What are you doing with your life? Come here. No. Oh, that's why. That's why. That'll do it. That will do it. I have too many things building right now. Way too many things. But you know what? Let's go ahead and add to that problem. Construct. And construct. On top of that, I need to pause out a couple of these. Okay, because I only need one on this side and one on this side for now. So honestly, this one has materials in it already. Just waiting on the carbon. I'm gonna pause these out. Okay. I do have amazing healers such as Katina and Ken, Samantha's not too bad, and for the most part, the rest of them dabble. So, why are these not paused? What's going on here? Hold on. Oh yeah, because I just recently opened them up because of the roof. Never mind, don't listen to me. Okay, there we go. Got that round going. Got some more metal about to come my way. Expeditions. I do want to send out for... I want to keep that 4 there, but I want to try and clear out something else. Let me get rid of the silicon deposits. Send Simon. Edmund's bleeding on an expedition. What happened? You better get back, sir. You better not pull a Rita. Break your damn ankle and die out on expedition. I didn't even read what happened to him. What happened to him? But he better come back to expedition. It says exploration complete. Better not be Rita's. Better be... Expedition hole in the ground. Collect some. Come on, Edmund. What are you doing, dude? Is he done for? I think he might be done for. I really want to know what happened to him, though. I mean, it was a pretty routine mission. Come on, dickhead. Get back to base. Oh no, I think he's dead. Yeah, he's gonna die. Alright. Oh, it's always me. Why is it always me? With these damn dying on an expedition, like... The fuck? That's so dumb. Let's see if he actually does, though. Come on, hurry up and get back to base, Edmund. I swear, if Rita gets back before you... There we go. Somebody go heal this man quickly. Oh, man. I was about to announce our first death. Or at least getting ready for it. Honestly, would have freed up the bed, get somebody else in here, but no. Edmund's already a part of the team. He's a part of the family. The man is a hard worker. I want to keep him around. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it's that time. Well, I'm very thankful that Edmund decided to come back to base. Thank you, good sir. At least you didn't pull a Rita. I was very afraid he was going to pull a Rita. That one mission where I told you that she broke her ankle and bled to death was kind of like that. But she didn't come back. She bled to death out on mission. Yoko's doing the healing? No, where's Katina? You get in there and do the healing. You're guaranteed to get the healing things completed. Torn off flesh has been treated. Alright, that brings his bleeding down. And Katina to continue healing. Actually, that's all his bleeding contained. And Edmund, with a sliver of HP, is on the mend. Now, let me grab Simon and turn on the power switch. It's bad timing right now, but at least I do have a ton of power in these batteries. I have 11 hours. By then, the sun will be up. Everybody's going on an expedition. Everybody, pull him over here. Simon. And then... Oh, that's right. Rita is still on an expedition. That's a beautiful sight. All those flag cannons going to work. Oh yeah. Honestly, these gun turrets and such and the laser turrets, they do okay damage. They don't do amazing damage when it comes to the flyers. So I generally don't have too many of them. What you guys do see me having a bunch of is flak for the flyers and rockets for the ground-based units. You know, there's nothing better than that combination. Yeah, you can supplement with a little bit of laser. I mean, they're a bit expensive. Power-wise, as you can see, 50 power per. But once they get inside, they will lock onto something until it's dead. So they're not too bad. However, if it gets stuck in the trap and it's getting bombarded by missiles, I mean, it's pretty much game over. I mean, look at this. Look at this damage. It's not amazing damage, but it's good damage. They're getting double bleed stacks. They're getting shredded. And the whole time, they're getting locked into place by the traps. They can't go anywhere. Once one of these grabs them, they're locked in for a little while. And the whole time, it's getting blasted by the turret there. Bombarded by explosive damage. Look how quickly that's shredded. That's not bad, honestly. It's not amazing. I would like to see things die faster, but that's still not too shabby. And while they're under attack, I'm going to take a look around. That one's unconscious, about to die from bleeding to death. You know what? No, I'm going to let everything that's going to fall for the next 2 episodes stay unlooted. Or at least until what I have marked out there, that's at least a couple episodes worth of loot. So I'm going to let them do that, let some more debris and metal fall from the sky and propagate the surrounding area. And then I'll send out another massive wave of people to go and harvest it all. Let's go ahead and hit that explore with Ken. Go ahead and let him sit back. Him being Edmund. Samantha is off to do research. Perfect. That's exactly what I want her to do right now. I want to get these mechs, the large mechs. I have a couple ideas of where I'm placing them. I'm placing one here. I'm going to place one over here. And I'm going to place a couple of them in the back. Just in case I get attacked from back here, I can go back there and annihilate. So I'll probably end up putting one... I don't know, honestly. We'll figure it out later on. But once I get the large mechs, I'm at least going to build the 2. There's a total of 8 that I can build. I believe I can build 8 as of right now. It's on this side. Okay, so I can build 7. Sorry, I can build 7 of the large mechs as of right now. 2 more cores and I can build that 8th one. So I'm good on mechs. Honestly, 8 mechs is severe overkill. 2 mechs is overkill. 1 mech I was able to hold a gate with flamethrowers and traps. So I mean, the thing's pretty broken. Not only does it have a Gatling gun as its primary weapon, it also has, depending on your combat level, a rocket turret attached to it that'll shoot a shoulder rocket. It's pretty cool. Really good damage. Really good damage. Excellent for base defense, which is why I want to place one here, because it'll be able to watch this alley. And I want to place one over here, because it'll be able to watch this alley. Once they make that turn, I can have my people just gunning these things down. As for the wall, I do plan on upgrading at least the box itself. So this section here, that section's already done, so like this section coming down to here, it cutting over this section, that section, I want to get it upgraded. At some point, probably not this video, But over the next couple, for sure, if I can get away with it, there's still so much more that I want to build. Things that I've been waiting for a lot longer, like this roof. I'm getting my crafting room squared away, my storage, and my lower storage. Let's go ahead and grab Yoko, turn off the power. Let me also taught Samantha crafting skill. You can teach crafting skill? Good for you. Good job, Yoko. Samantha's going to be working on that after her construction days are over. I'm going to get everybody up here working on crafting. I'm just going to have so many resources. It's going to be dumb. Alright, so this is going to be the year of the crafting, or the year of the research. Year 19. Halfway through is the time that we decided, well, that's me deciding for them. But nevertheless, in their universe, Samantha is taking it upon herself to learn the rest of everything. Minus this is, no. I will literally delete the bench before I can build that radio. Yep. No radio. We're not getting out of here, though. If you are planning on escaping, I recommend building this. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to build it. I'm going to research it. I'm going to build it. Here's why. Okay, here's why. Free resources. The drop pods that occasionally come by will drop me resources. And I'm not going to turn down free goods. So that's going to be the last thing to research. I'm going to build it. However, nobody is allowed to escape. Nobody. Will I answer every call? Probably not. Probably not. We'll see. Probably not. But it will be a good means for extra resources. What happened? She's building something? Oh, the control. Oh, you're kidding me. That's attached to control circuit 3? That's why our research is getting that far off, because when the power goes out, she can't do anything. Okay. I had no idea. Well, that explains a lot as far as, why I don't have research as far as it should be. I literally turned it off with the power. Oh, my head. Oh, my head hurts. Is this attached to circuit 3 too? It is attached to circuit 3. Okay, I'm going to... No circuits. No circuits. You are always going to stay on. Some orange mushrooms inside the tunnel. Okay, so I got the mushroom mine. Okay. Electronics for these. Well, it really just boils down to getting those researches completed. Because once that happens, there's a lot of stuff up here I can dismantle. Potentially. Yes, I'm looking at these. I'm 100% looking at these. Now, since I don't have the ability to make a mech yet, I can't do what a very brilliant man has instructed me to do with those. Getting the mech crafted up and then breaking it just so that I can get the resource. Very good tip. Very good tip. If you need something, get it crafting and then break it and dismantle it on the spot and get the goods from it. It's good times. Here we go. Back to research for Samantha. Thank God. I wonder if having multiple people on a research would speed it up. Like, for instance, if I had Samantha and, say, I don't know, another intellect person, I might test that out on another playthrough. Like, I might get 2 intellects, a builder. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if I have a builder, as long as I have a farmer. A farmer is crucial. Well, I guess that's not even that crucial either. That's just early game. Once you get automatic stuff, it's just combat really. And that comes from just surviving attacks. I don't know. At that point, you don't even get people for what they're good at. You just get them for their bonus abilities. Once you've been playing this game for long enough, you just look for good abilities. Yeah, having Krista's nice early on in the game, but once you get all the research done, she becomes irrelevant. She becomes a mediocre farmer at best. But damn if she doesn't get everything researched within the first couple years. Here I am on year 19, Samantha's still researching. Krista would have done everything 4 times over by now. Easily. Easily. That woman is a researching beast. Love her to death. Still working on the defense bots. As soon as that's knocked out, I think it goes into, right into the mechs, the light mechs. We're going to have Samantha unlock the light mech first, as you see, because I want access to the big boy, to the combat mech. Okay. And what will happen once I start placing these down? I'm going to place the 2 down just to pull the combat core, or the combat mech cores to them, which will leave me with 10 of those cores. Now, when I break those cores down, I'm going to get a massive influx of resources. Absolutely ridiculous amount of resources are about to come my way in the form of CPUs, electronics. I think I even get metal from them. So a ton of stuff is coming my way. I'm actually probably going to laugh at how much, or not how much, about how many resources I'm going to be pulling. So I'm going to do a little check here of the time. You guys can't see it. 43 minutes or so. Alright, Ken's back. Insufficient storage space, I like seeing that. Oh, it's food stuff, that's why. Okay, alright, I guess let's go ahead and target some of these things that we brought in, such as the ore deposit. I'm going to send Ken on that one, even though he just came back. Supercomputer debris, I need more CPUs, so send him. Now let's go ahead and top off the silicon deposit with Edmund, and hope to God he doesn't die. Almost died the last time we sent him out. I think it's because he had a mental breakdown, partially through his exploration. I don't know. But since we are starting to get a little closer to the end, the things that I said we were going to get done, we unfortunately didn't get all the way done. I did get started on the roof. Got a lot more of the roof done, okay. I wanted to get to here, but within the next 10 minutes or so, I'll probably only get up to about there. So I'll leave that. That'll be the beginning of the next episode. I'll get this part of the roof crafted, take a stock of my inventory, fix the things that need to be fixed, get my deficits knocked out, and then figure out what I'm going to build from there. But Yoko's on assembly, which means our food we should have all our food. Where's the food at? I mean, I guess. Oh, there we go. There's all our food. Look at all that stuff. Absolute beast. Why? I was about to say, why do we have so many veggie soups? But then I remembered I was having him come back with soup every single time. Every single mission that I sent out for the cruise ship. They either give you the medical, the soup, or some grain, and I grab the soup 100% of the time. I think my survivors are good forever. Well, I wouldn't say forever, but they're good for a while if they like veggie soup. If they don't like veggie soup, well, they can have a glass of wine, some other things. Land cable, I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in the mouth if you keep popping up like that. Drive me crazy. Tell me it's not connected. Oh, you're connected. I'm visibly looking at you connected. And the router 2 feet from you, I'm seeing you connected. So, shut up. Let me go ahead and just give it a little bump. Don't. High combat skill, low risk of injury. Well, it's Simon this time. Fight it. Good job. Defense bots have been researched, which means we are moving on to something that I want to have done. 14% on the light mix already. Good job, Samantha. Good job. That's me clapping with the controller in my hand. Good for her. We're going to get this done, you guys. This is the year of the research. I'm getting it all done within this, before the start of the 20th year. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I didn't just give myself a task that I can't attain, no matter how much I have her researching. But the salvage is coming along nicely. The bots are out doing that here and there. Got some electronics that I've salvaged, which brought the electronics cost down. Is this ready to be built yet? Nope, waiting on one electronic. As soon as that gets squared away, I can then put all of the flak onto a single circuit. I'll probably put them on the last circuit and start putting things on the last circuits, and then, start shuffling my way to the first circuit, getting circuits for things. But then again, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I have the flak and I have the rest of the turrets on switches. I have my daylight sensor for my rooms for the nighttime so that they can go to sleep. Other than that, everything else is running 24/7. Has to be. I mean, what else my service drones and bots gonna do? If they can't go out and do their primary directives, they're gonna want to kill themselves. They're gonna want to tear themselves apart. Have you guys ever seen Rick and Morty? I mean, come on. Katina is unarmed. Where is Katina? Katina, my dear. Let's give you a pulse rifle. Why not? Good job getting the ore in the stone. That's going to come in handy considering my stone, it's gone from 8,000 down to 3.4. Though it's not going to need to be really worked on, I stand corrected. I remembered that I wanted to get the walls and such, so it's going to have a lot of stuff, a lot of stone that I'm probably still going to need. Turn it into concrete. This LAN cable is really starting to drive me crazy. Spaceship to free crash. Very nice. Go ahead and send Ken. Nope, Ken's out on one. Let me send Simon. That way I can at least get it activated. Where'd it go? Crew or crash ship. Perfect. I'm gonna send Edmund. Edmund's out and about. You can go on an expedition, bud. Okay, so we're getting those crafted up. The wind turbines, just in time. Sounded like the power just went out on a lot of things. Ooh, here we go. Alright, so this is going to be active circuit 10. Okay. So flak is all getting transferred to 10. And then I'm going to flip that switch. That way, when I'm under attack by enemies that don't need my flak, it won't cost me any power. Essentially, it's just going to be sitting here drawing power for absolutely no reason. And honestly, if you're going to be running, you better be working. Okay, there we go. So somebody's going to come along and handle the switch, aka a bot, and then somebody's going to handle the turrets, aka a bot. And then Yoko says she's going to sit, but what's really going to happen is I'm going to flip this switch. I'm going to flip this switch. No. That's turn on the power. Darn it, Yoko. Turn off the switch. Alright, the flak just went offline. Make sure all the flak is offline, all the turrets are offline. Wait, what? They're not on the control circuit? What do you mean? Control circuit 1. Control circuit 1. Okay, so circuit 1 is the other circuit. So I need to connect all of these to circuit 1. Or again, they're just going to be permanently drawing power while they're not running. Not on my watch. Nobody just gets to sit around drawing power for absolutely no reason. When the power is off, everybody's off. Thank you. Can I pre-connect these? I wonder. I cannot. That's unfortunate. Well, honestly, I still have a few more minutes, and they almost got done with the rest of the roof that I had planned for them to do. Wow, okay, so I didn't give myself too much to work on, though they might not get all of it done. They did get a vast majority of it. Good for them. Good for them. Didn't get all of my insufficient resources squared away, which again, that's the first thing that I said that I wanted to do. However, you know, there's just more important things to do. Bury the dude. What are you doing? Who cares if you get attacked? Bury the people. Always bury the people. I mean, if somebody stumbles upon my encampment here, the last person alive, I'm gonna want somebody to bury them with the rest of their friends. Right? Only makes sense. Especially if one of those survivors was their wife. It's a no-brainer. I mean, I don't know about you, but I want to be buried with my wife. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you pick, cremation or burial. In, 5 billion years, if you haven't been turned to dust already, when the sun expands into a red giant, it's going to engulf the planet, and guess what? The box you're sitting in is going to be cremated. It's going to get vaporized. The earth itself is going to get turned to ash. So if you really want to have your DNA preserved, you're going to have to find some way to get some sort of lead shielding or something that'll protect it from the solar radiation and all the other harmful radiations, gamma, I don't know all of them, but all of the cosmic nonsense, and shoot it off into space as far away from the sun as possible. That's how you're going to preserve yourself. Because, well, all those people are like, oh, I don't want to be cremated. Oh, the joke's on you. And I don't know, if your ash so happened to survive, well, it's gonna eventually get vaporized into nothingness, because the sun's gonna turn everything into nothing. Isn't that an awkward concept to think about? I'm gonna move on with my day. And moving on with my day I shall. Because that's all I have time for, unfortunately. Got most of my insufficient funds, my materials here, squared away. Got majority of this ceiling done. I got more turrets than I wanted to get crafted out, and got a circuit squared away for them. So I'm getting a little bit further on with this build. It's really starting to come together. The only thing that I wish I had more of was more bots, but unfortunately, I don't have those. But once the mech right there, the light mech, gets researched in the next episode, I'll have the beginnings to the large mech. Get to those crafted up, demolish all of their cores, and use those to fund all the rest of my projects. Alright, you guys, if you enjoyed this one, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you're new around here and this caught your interest, hit the follow button, the subscribe button right there. It's free for you. You can unsub at any time, but if you're playing the game and you're using me as a guide, it's in your best interest. You're already using me, you're watching my videos, so just do it. Do it for you. Don't do it for me. I can honestly care less. Though I do want to try and create a community, so I guess I do care a little bit. So hit that subscribe button. Yeah? Alright. So that's it, you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Just take care, you stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Later, guys.